Ummahsonic.
Ummahsonic. You're locked into the sound of Ummahsonic with Inayat and Sakina. Online, on air.
MashaAllah.
Ummahsonic. You're listening to Ummahsonic.
Ummahsonic. With Inayat and Sakina.
Salams and peace. You are listening to Ummahsonic with me, Sakina.
And me, Inaya. And coming up on today's show, we're meeting two brown girls.
Two brown random girls off the street?
No, of course not. They're very specific brown girls. These two brown girls have a blog, and they're actually best friends, bezies, who met at university, and they're of different faiths. So in their blog, they write all about their friendship, their faith, travelling, and a whole lot more.
We should do our own blog. One black girl, one brown boy. What are you thinking?
I like the concept, but I don't know. It's a working title, I think, yeah.
All right, but we can work on it, inshallah. But first, every year, the English Defence League stage a protest in Preston against what they call no-go areas for non-Muslims.
EDL say that when non-Muslims go into these areas, they feel threatened and unsafe.
But many people in Preston would say otherwise. Both Muslims and non-Muslims believe that this is just, rubbish.
Nonsense. And at the latest EDL protest, which happened only a couple of weeks ago, hundreds of people came out onto the streets to counter-protest.
And what was beautiful was that the participants from one Preston, one community, they came together and they handed out free food, they had hot drinks, they even had roses, which they attached messages of love to, promoting peace and unity.
Oh,
so beautiful, right?
Look at that. And you would think that, where there's a lot of tension, maybe it has the potential to kick off, and, those 400 police down there, but nobody was injured, and Ummahsonic went down to speak to the Muslims and the non-Muslims.
We wanted to find out what they thought of EDL's claim that there are no-go areas in Preston, and how we can all live in greater peace and harmony.
Ummahsonic.
I think EDL, marching through our town, they're trying to divide us. Obviously, we live in a community with loads of different individuals, different communities, different faiths. But what you see today is they've made us more together. Different faiths have come together and we've risen above the hate.
I don't think the EDL should be here today because I think they should be with us and they should be celebrating the diversity of the community of Preston.
The EDL march is a bit normal now, to be honest, because they do come every year. But we do try and treat them like they're our own brothers and sisters.
I don't believe that there are no-go areas in Preston for non-Muslims. I went to a church school, so if there was a no-go area, then I wouldn't have gone to a church school.
There should be no-go areas. Everyone should be free to go where they want to go. I think people think that because I don't really think they know much about Islam and how we treat each other and how we treat each other with respect and how everyone's equal in our eyes.
I suppose you'd call me an agnostic. I believe in people. I was born in Deepdale, which is the centre of the EDL lie, I suppose. It's absolutely hideous, the idea that there would be no-go areas. The police came out straight away and said it was absolutely rubbish.
In my community I live in, there are churches, there are synagogues, there are temples, all these different people living together, praying.
We could all live better together by sharing our love and diversity at events like this and handing out things which symbolise love, like a rose.
I think people of different faiths can live together simply by meeting each other, shaking hands, learning about each other, coming together as one community, and simply understanding who the guy stood next to you is or the woman stood next to you is.
We will always have differences. In the past we've had differences, in the present we've got differences, in the future we'll have more differences. But what makes us stand out is amongst all those differences, how can we all stay together? Because with our differences we can still get along. And I think that is most important, that coming together with different communities, different faiths, but still being together strong.
Ummahsonic.
Check out our video from the One Preston, One Community event online. Just search Ummahsonic on Facebook and Twitter. You know what to do.
But next up, Seetal and Aminah, collectively known as Two Brown Girls, they're here to talk to us about their much-loved blog.
You're locked in to Ummahsonic.
Welcome.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Tell us about your blog. Why did you start it?
We just found that there was a bit of a gap for young South Asian women who wanted to connect with their culture and feel a part of it, but in an understandable way. So different from the parents' generation, something fresh, new that was bringing, what they've grown up with in Western culture, but also their South Asian culture and roots as well. So we blog about religion, spirituality. Aminah's from a Muslim background, I'm from a Sikh background, so we bring that mix in.
Yeah, we love like platforming new upcoming artists.
Style. Just
style. Fashion.
And travel. Yeah, we travel a lot, so we blog about that too. And it's become really popular. There's so many amazing brown girls out there, and
I was going to ask, because other than the fact that you are two brown girls, why the name Two Brown Girls?
I think it's just a term that Seetal and I both identify with.
It's so like a self-identifying term rather than a lot of the other terms that have been thrown around. So, you know, kind of Asian, like that used to be, people used to say, oh, you're Asian.
Is that an offensive? Do you find that
I don't know, it's too general, man. Like Asia's so big. And it's not like, you know, I think brown is just something that we've created ourselves as a community, as a people, and it's something that we identify with, and that means that yes, we are proud of our culture, but yes, we do want to contribute to the society and be like active, positive citizens as well.
Our blog is not just for brown people or just for brown girls. Like we have, you know, guys that listen to some of the things that we do and watch some of our videos and read our blogs.
So we're not exclusivist in any way. Brilliant. We're very like inclusive and open-minded as well.
So two brown girls. One brown girl, as you mentioned before, is coming from a Muslim background, and the other brown girl is coming from a Sikh background. How is that as a friendship? What are the challenges, or are there any challenges?
I don't think there have been any challenges, just because both Seetal and I are so open-minded and we love learning about each other's religions and our own religion too. And as a Muslim, having a friend who is not a Muslim, like I have other friends who are of other faiths too, I think it's really important, because especially living in London, you live in a multicultural and like a diverse society, and you need to know about, you know, other cultures and other religions, and you know what they believe, and how you can kind of negotiate a friendship and kind of, you know, get along with people outside of your faith. Like I'm not a fan of people who just live and talk within their own faith. I don't think that that's a practical way of living if you live in this part of the world. So yeah, I'm really, really appreciative of my friendship with
So it's made you a better person and more
100%, 100%. And not just open to other religions, but other opinions within my faith as well. So yeah, I'm so grateful.
What about you, Seetal?
She just brought in a different perspective. Like we've talked a lot about different, you know, philosophical concepts, and even like Sufism, just talking about different ideas and the ways that people practice, and also the similarities between our faiths. Like, like 100%. We believe that too, and like we do have a similar outlook on life, and I think we just go into our own faiths in our own way, but we do meet on a certain level anyway. So it's really easy, and it's really, really fun.
You talked about what others get from, you know, your blogging. What do you guys get out of it?
I think you feel like connected, part of a community, part of people who share the same ideas or don't, but you know, people who appreciate your opinion and appreciate the things that you're putting out there.
It's definitely a contribution. Like I feel like we're contributing to a movement, we're contributing to something, because like I was saying, there's just so many young South Asian women out there who are in kind of similar situations to us, like they're creative people but their parents are against it, or you know, like these kind of situations, they're stuck between two worlds almost, like trying to negotiate it all the time and be conscious about it and learn about it. And if we're thinking about what to post, or we're like reflecting on an idea or a situation, and then we post up our opinion, it kind of helps other people to think about it as well, maybe open their mind a bit more, or find some sort of sisterhood within that. Like it's just a contribution to a movement. Like we're all second generation or first generation immigrants. We're all going through the same struggles. We're just trying to help each other and move forward.
It's about growing that community as well, isn't it? And people, you know, reach out to us. Like we've had so many messages from girls like across the world saying, oh, you know, I don't really know how to make brown cool, or I don't really like understand how I can negotiate both sides of, but like coming to your platform that helps me feel connected, and like that means so much, you know, like when people say that like we've helped them in some way, like it means a lot. And
it can be something very, very simple. I mean, there's one blogger that we've come across, and she's posting up kind of diasporic style, so it's tying saris in a Western way, you know, like those kind of things, like showing showing people ideas.
She's amazing,
you know. So these simple things can say you can fuse two cultures together, you can negotiate it. And we post up different kind of topics and issues. The one we did, which was quite popular, was the two faiths one about our own friendship and opening people's minds. So I think it's just the range of content we post.
People relate to it. I think like when we post our opinions and our ideas, like people are like, oh, you know, I was thinking about that too, or whatever, and that makes you feel connected, and that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. You're
being yourself, and people can relate to you guys being yourselves, which is, even now listening to both of you passionately speak about your blog, it's incredible, mashallah. But I'm going to ask you, as you both love to travel a lot, what's in your travel survival kit?
I know what would be an omelette.
What is it? Go on.
She would have haldi in her.
Wait, just in case.
Haldi, rewind, people, rewind. We need to explain to man what is haldi.
Okay, so haldi is turmeric powder.
Oh my gosh.
And basically, I love turmeric powder so much. I think my dad kind of got me really into it. Basically, I just drink it with like water, like a small shot of haldi whenever I feel like I'm getting sick.
It's disgusting.
Or
It's
like
good. It's really good
sore
for you, though.
throat, anything. And alhamdulillah, honestly, because of that, I have like a strong immune system, so I hardly get sick. I hardly get food poisoning. I say that, and then watch what's going to happen tomorrow. But
I always, at uni, constantly, like at least every week, you would see Aminah in the kitchen, like downing this haldi.
and then making like a gagging sound. Yeah, it's disgusting, but it's really good.
So it's all about the haldi, it's all about the turmeric.
Trust me, you guys, you try it, and I'm going to change your life. Trust me, it will change your life.
Oh, bless. What about you, Seetal?
I don't know. I'm more of the kind of paracetamol and regular medicines with scientifically tested.
I was going to say, you guys are anticipating getting ill quite a lot, aren't you?
Oh no, that's the worst thing though when you're traveling.
Yeah,
like it's the worst thing. You go and spend money and make the effort,
especially
and
if you're
travel.
going to India, Delhi belly.
Oh my God.
belly.
Delhi belly.
That is
Don't
not
know about the
even.
Delhi belly, Sakina?
No.
Oh my God.
You go India, you'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even a joke. It's so
It's what you think
bad.
it is, and that your belly gets quite upset from street food.
Okay, so then just don't eat street foods.
Yeah, but street food is the reason you go to India. You know, you can't not eat street food when you go to India. It's incredible. It's dirty, but it's nice.
My dad used to say, do you know what tastes so good? It's the sweat.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna go, but so we have haldi and we're gonna have paracetamols. What about like books, music?
I listen to a lot of Indian classical music, so that's really great on long flights because it's like hour-long recordings. But I listen to a lot of hip-hop as well.
Okay. Now you're in my zone. What kind of hip hop we talking about?
Mos Def,
course.
Common, Jill Scott, Eric Badu is my favorite of all time.
So out of all that, what track can we play now?
It would be Georgia Ann Muldrow's Runaway. It's like she's on a runway and it's like she's flying off, but actually in the lyrics you'll see what she actually means.
Woke up and realized I was free to be anything. If it wasn't integrity with what I dreamed, I knew it couldn't be wrong and it would be done. I was born to be heard song, and I feel like I'm running, not away, but to take off and fly, using this life as a runaway. I feel like I'm running, not away, but to take off and fly, using this life as a runaway. Gone to sleep and other worlds I've seen, when my thoughts turn into things magical and tangible, and oh my, how fresh we would be if we took our dreams seriously. Cause I feel like I'm running, not away, but to take off and fly, using this life as a runaway. I feel like I'm running, not away, but to take off and fly, using this life as a runaway.
So that was Georgia Ann Muldrow with Runaway, and we're here with two brown girls.
So where are some of the favourite places you've been?
Favorite
Kashmir.
places? Oh yeah, that was an amazing trip.
So Seetal and I went to Kashmir, and it was a 27-hour train journey
From where?
from where my family live in Baroda, which is a small city in the state of Gujarat in India. So we took a 27-hour train journey, and then after that it was a 10-hour coach journey, like right after. And to be honest, like in hindsight, I think that was like the best time. It was so much fun on the train. I don't know if anyone's been on like Indian trains. It's just a real experience.
What do you mean by that?
Like, as in, like, it's so unsafe that it's actually quite funny. And it's like you can just
hanging
jump
out the side or on the top of the train.
Yeah, like you can just jump off the train. It's just like you can just
Onto
walk
the
off
tracks.
and then or like exactly.
Just open doors.
And like
Everything's
at
open.
night, like you'll get robbers on the train as well. So there's like an announcement that'll be like, keep your belongings with you.
So this is the favourite place that you've been.
Because it's just like you go through that and then you're like, wow, I survived.
Yeah,
And
but then after all that, we arrived in Srinagar, which is like a haven. It's known for being one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's like a huge lake in the middle of this kind of small town in the middle of Kashmir, and it's called Dal Lake, and it's just so serene. It's just the most peaceful place, and there's beautiful mountains and gardens and wooden houseboats sitting on the lake, and you take a small gondola across to get to the houseboat and then back again.
It's stunning.
It's
honestly,
very
like,
peaceful.
when we
I
went
remember
horse
one time,
riding in the mountains. Yeah, that was next level. Oh my gosh, it was like alhamdulillah. Like we're so lucky.
This is
to
like
have
movie-esque.
I know.
It sounds like that.
It was like I was like riding this horse. I was like, I need a film crew right now. I'm feeling it.
And then they let us just gallop through the valley by ourselves.
I know. I can't. Were you screaming or was I
Yeah,
screaming?
I was definitely like almost falling off the horse.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy, but like we're so lucky, like to be able to see these places. And
You are two of the most adventurous girls I've met.
It sounds like that, yeah.
I
You don't go looking for danger. It just finds you.
But when you guys find danger or when you have these challenges, how do you actually deal with them? Like
pray.
Yeah, I was just praying the
Pray.
whole time,
Yeah.
and like it keeps you calm, it keeps you focused.
That's powerful.
Yeah, you just get in the zone, and you're like, okay, let me just like trust in what's going on here. It's okay. So I think learning from traveling is absolutely endless as long as you have an open mind, an open heart, and you're just constantly absorbing. It's the best way to learn. It's first-hand experience. A lot of the other stuff we kind of learn is secondary knowledge, like it's things that other people have learned, but traveling is one of the only things where you can get that experience for yourself, that pure knowledge and that pure experience. So main thing, especially going to India, is, it's so hard to compare India to the UK because it's just like 10 times the size of it. It's
Try.
You come back and you're like, oh my god, I have a pavement to walk on, and I'm not gonna get bumped or run over by a car or a cow or a lorry or something. There's just roads, and there's a system. It's very, very organized here, and you don't realize it until you go out to maybe an Asian country or a different country that. The infrastructure is just mind blowing. The organization.
I think I think definitely sometimes traveling makes you kind of appreciate home a bit more. So when I was in Jerusalem and traveling around parts of Palestine, I kind of didn't feel that safe. I felt like if something happens to me, no one's going to do anything. There's no police force that's going to have my back. But then when I got back to London, I just felt like, oh my god, I had my passport in my hand, and I was like, the government is here for me if something happens. So I felt safer here. But then also I feel like traveling makes you realize that the world is just beyond your home. I feel like we think that the whole world lives the way we do, even if it's subconsciously okay, we do watch the news and we do have friends on Facebook who are in different countries and we see how they live, but it's very hard to actually make that have a real understanding of that the world is beyond London or the world is beyond the city you live in, and there is just so many different experiences that people are having right now or that people are going through, and you can connect with that experience when you travel. So it's not only about appreciating where you're from, it's also about understanding the world and the community as a bigger picture.
Being a traveller in the world, every single country, every single spot is your home.
You say in your blog there, being proud of your culture takes courage and curiosity as well as a negotiation. How would you encourage our listeners to live by that?
Be open-minded, be inquisitive, have a certain drive and motivation to help others and help yourself grow and learn more. Have respect for your parents and your grandparents, because oh my God, when you start asking them what they've been through, it will blow your mind and humble you so much. Whether you like it or not, you are representing something bigger than yourself. And you have to,
that's really important.
You have to embrace that at some point in some way.
Educate yourself as well on your culture and kind of try and experience it firsthand. Don't just look at what people are saying about where you're from, etc. Like, go travel, see the culture for yourself and look beyond the stereotypes that exist. I think is really, really important.
Absolutely beautifully said, and it's nice that you both live by exactly what you've said. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure having you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Ummahsonic.
So that was the Two Brown Girls. Check out the blog. 2 is in the word 2-browngirls.com.
Seetal mentioned there the joys of haldi water and how it's the best thing since sliced bread.
This sliced bread made you throw up,
Yeah. So our producers, because they're the best ever,
they're wonderful people.
We love them. They've decided to set us the haldi challenge.
The haldi challenge. So basically we have mugs which we can't see what's inside of them. So one mug's going to have the turmeric, as my mum would say, turmeric powder, obviously known as haldi. It's 2 heaped teaspoons though. It's not a pinch.
That's a lot.
And then there's another mug which has 1 cayenne pepper, 1 mug of orange juice, and then there's 1 plain water mug.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Wow. We are going to ask each other questions. For every wrong answer, we have to pick a mug and drink what's inside. And we have no idea. These mugs are huge.
They are huge, and my general knowledge is really, really poor, so I can imagine what's going to happen here. So let's just get this started.
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Let me
I
pray.
Like that. All right, yeah, you need to pray. All right, the Western year is longer than the Islamic year, but by how many days?
What? How am I meant to know this?
Well, that's why the general knowledge questions.
10 days.
10 days. Oh, so close, but you're wrong. So she has to drink a mug.
All right, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to go for this one.
That's not sweet. You got to do the whole thing.
It's really nice.
What?
Oh, this is nice. I love it. It's orange juice.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was good. That was good. All right. You ready?
Not really, but go on.
What was the Prophet's favourite animal?
A cat.
You good, right?
Hey, I don't need to drink nothing.
Go on, next one.
Right, next question. There is only one British artist to ever go straight to the top of the Billboard music chart in America with their debut single. Who is that person?
I don't understand how I'm meant to know these things. Adele.
Drink another cup.
All right, this one's going to be water. You know what? It's actually water.
This is rigged. Clearly this is rigged. Clearly this is rigged.
I'm loving this. All right, okay.
Oh,
how many awards did Imran Khan win at last year's Brit Asia TV World Music Awards?
3.
That's the right answer. Can you see? Can you actually see? What's
No, I can't see nothing. What are you talking about? Which TV game show did Naughty Boy win the money to set up his first recording studio?
No, I don't think this is fair. I don't think this is fair.
Do you want me to give you some clues?
Yeah, go on, give me something.
Okay, was it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, continue.
Pointless. Or Deal or No Deal?
The second one.
Pointless.
Yeah, because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, your answer's pointless because you got to drink another mug.
No.
You're wrong.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. I'm so scared. I'm closing my eyes.
Well, it's a matter of odds. That's got to be a horrible cup, right? You got to drink the whole thing, yeah? You have to. You said gulp the whole thing.
It's hot.
Are you forfeiting?
It's hot.
Are you forfeiting?
It's hot.
Have you quit?
No, I need some water.
No, you can't do that. That doesn't come in the rules. No, you have to keep drinking that. Keep drinking. Let me see. Is it finished?
No.
Well done. Well done to you. Look at that.
It's hot in there. It's hot. My mouth's burning.
Serves you right.
All right, let me do this one. What English football team does German Muslim, of course you're going to know this, Mesut Ozil play for?
Arsenal. Okay, and your final question.
I don't like this
Your
game.
final question.
My mouth.
Sheikh Dean Mohammed is famed for opening the first ever Indian restaurant in London. What else did he introduce to the UK and European culture?
I can't even hear the question because my mouth is burning. I don't even know what you're saying. Like, my mouth is burning. I don't even know the answer.
Oh, gosh. Just guess one of these. Makeup, shampoo, or moisturizer?
Moisturizer.
Oh, my days. You got to drink.
I'm crying. Oh, my God. Whoa! Horrible. It's actually horrible.
I'm quite happy with myself right now.
Oh, this one's really... Just please, just taste some.
Are you mad?
Taste some.
Are you mad?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I just seen the colour of that mug.
I can't drink the rest
gosh.
because it's gonna make me sick.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't look too good. I think we
Okay,
should...
let me give you this last one and try and get it wrong, okay? The Shah Jahan Mosque was built in 1889 and was the first purpose-built mosque here in the UK. But in what UK town is still the cayenne pepper? Can you find the Shah Jahan Mosque?
Oh my days.
I think it might be Bury, maybe.
Why are you giving me the answer?
Because I'm nice. Say it, maybe.
No. Birmingham?
No!
Is that wrong?
That's wrong.
Is that wrong?
It's working.
Oh my days.
Drink it. What is it?
It tastes so good. It's orange juice. I believe that brings us to the end of the quiz, does it not?
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Please, Inat, let me ask you one more question. What's my middle name?
Your middle name?
Yeah. You don't know? Pick another mug. Here we go.
What, do I have to?
Yep.
What?
No, that's the wrong mug. Pick this one. Pick this one here.
Just to show, how much love we have in this building.
Just stop speaking and
Oh, my
drink.
days.
Because my
I'm
mouth
not drinking
is
the whole thing.
No, you have to drink the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's it.
Oh,
Feel
that's
it.
nasty. Why am I doing this? I'm
Bismillah, Bismillah, let's go.
I've got the sweats. oh, man.
See, I never cried when I drank mine.
That's nasty.
Come on, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's like drinking mud and water.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like sand and...
I think...
Go on, you need to go and throw
It's
up,
going to
right?
be an emergency of some sort. But look, coming up next week, we have all-round funny man, rapper, actor, comedian, filmmaker. He's everyone's best friend. It's Omar Reagan on the show.
You're such a man. You're exaggerating everything. But make sure you keep the conversation going online. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter. We'll see you soon. Salaam alaikum.
You've been listening to Ummahsonic. Catch all our shows online at fmo.org.uk.
Listen back anytime at fmo.org.uk.
With Inayat and Sakina.
With Inayat and Sakina.
Ummahsonic.
Online, on air. Sounds.
Ummahsonic.
Online, on air. Sounds. Ummahsonic.